Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett. On my hands is Warhammer 40,000 Imperium number 75. Now, Warhammer 40,000 Imperium is a magazine between Hachette and Games Workshop taking you through the Warhammer 40,000 hobby. It is everything you need to play. How to put figures together, how to paint them, how to actually play with rules, background, scenarios, like literally everything, to the point that it actually gives you scenery, paints, brushes, and the figures themselves. You wind up at building two forces, Space Marines with Adeptus Sororitas and Adeptus Mechanicus, taking on the Necrons. In this latest issue, 75, we get a bit of scenery. I think this might be the last scenery for the packet. It's the Haemotrope Reactor. I'm kind of pumped about this. I mean, it seems to be a nice, simple piece of scenery. I always thought it looked pretty cool. And I'm not sure I have any. I probably do, but I haven't put one together yet, so I'm excited to go do that. Scenery is always great, and nice mix of scenery is fantastic, and I do have a mix of scenery. So this is an interesting issue. We got the Leagues of Votann are going to be in here. I'm sure there's going to be how to put the scenery together and how to paint it, but let's see what else is inside. Taking us through the leagues, which is pretty interesting. It's a pretty new army. Cool that they got this into the magazine, which takes us, as I said, through the world of Warhammer 40,000. A little bit on that. We got more about Chaos Demons, this particular Nurgle. It's more about, let's see here, just battle and forces or whatever going on. It's a war zone. Let's see here, a little bit about what looks like Titans, or at least more war zone. Some stories, which is always entertaining. And as I said, all right, we're going through what we thought we would. We've got a how to put this together. Should be a nice, simple piece to do. As I said, I always thought it looked pretty good. And then how to paint it, again, not too surprising that it's going through this. Looks like a pretty basic, cool-looking piece of scenery. Let's take you through more painting. And what's neat is the painting is it gives you all the paints throughout previous issues, and then if you ever to get more paints, it then goes back and shows you where to do it on previous releases. And then now we've got a scenario for you to play of Power 75 scenario. So again, the only negative thing I have to say about these magazines is the fact is that it's the previous edition. It is a 9th edition. We're in 10th edition, so the rules are outdated, but you get a general sense of how to play, and I'm sure there are tons of people that are still willing to play 9th edition. Looks like the next two issues are going to, at least 3 issues, are going to be awesome. We got an Invader AATV, which is awesome because I don't have one, I believe. I think this would be my first. So I'm psyched about that. And then we have a Command Barge Part 1 and 2 in 77 and 78. So that's taking care of the next 3 magazines. Also psyched because I don't believe I have the Necron Command Barge, so another force to add, or new figure add to my force. Overall, these magazines, I think, tend to be really good. Solid savings, $13.95 an issue if you can find it. If you subscribe and get the bonus, it's at most $16.95. The problem at this point is finding them. These are not easy to pick up. If you are in the UK, you might be able to pick up some individuals from Hachette. In the US, it seems to be much harder to find these, unfortunately. Definitely when the next subscription comes up, if they do another subscription, get in early so you don't have that issue. I'll definitely be subscribing to whatever is to come. But overall, I'm sure you save some money. We're going to go and figure out exactly how much by figuring out how much this should be going for. That might be one of the most difficult things about doing here. But generally, you save a couple bucks at a minimum. I'm sure this one's probably going to be save probably 10 bucks or so for everything. But in general, if you want the latest Games Workshop news, if you want board games, card games, role-playing games, whatever, beyond Games Workshop, check us out every single day at BoardGameToday.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep rolling that dice. 5, not bad. Get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos, or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.